So I was telling this story on live last night, but I'm gonna tell it again because people are really nuts. Like, they are really sick in the head. So I got this coworker or whatever, and his ass always be complaining about something. Like, never happy, never satisfied, so miserable. And it's just like, realistically, nobody wants to work. Like, nobody wants to be here, but we make the best of it or whatever. So it's kind of like, every time when he grumbling and being miserable and complaining about stuff, like, I just find myself, like, dodging him because that shit is heavy. That shit is a lot to weigh on you, and especially when somebody doesn't want to do something about the problem. So it's like, he have a supervisor that he keep getting into it with. I've gotten into it with that same supervisor. I escalated the situation because I understood what was happening, and I understand that if I don't say anything, it looks like I'm the problem, and this person just keeps having a problem with me. And also, like, you cannot bully me, like, you cannot pick on me. So I've been telling him what to do, telling him the steps that he needs to take. He doesn't want to take any of the steps. He just wants to complain. He complains about everything. And at this point, it's like, you just want to complain. You're not even venting. Like, you just want to complain, and it's fucking annoying. So I find myself dodging him. So one day after work, we on the bus or whatever. I'm sitting in my seat right here. We're separated by an aisle. He's sitting on the other seat in the back that's right by the back door or whatever. So he was like, yo, you went to the meeting? Like, yo, these niggas playing with me. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what happened? I noticed from the other day, this hospital been using cheap bacon. They make more than enough money. Like, I do not like this bacon. If the meeting is not mandatory, I'm not going. I'll just wait for somebody to relay the message. So basically, in my department, you put in your vacations at the top of the year. So this January 1st, you put in all the vacations that you want for the year just to make sure that you can get the days off that you really, really want, because it goes by seniority. The person who's doing the vacations is new to doing the vacations, and he basically messed up, and he was giving too many people off on too many days, and we've just been short, and it's just been crazy. Mind you, there's like 15 people out on workers' comp or whatever. So now they switched it up so it'll be easier for him to be able to put people off at the right amount of time, and not too many people are off. So we do it 6 months at a time, 12 months in a year. So we do from January to May, and then from June to the rest of the year. So now it's after work, and we on the bus, and he on the bus hooting and hollering about something they don't need a hoot or a holler. I'm talking about some watch me and them, me, I got called the union by them. And I'm like, what happened? He like, oh, I need to go back home. How they gonna tell me I can't go back home? How they gonna tell me that I can't put in a vacation? I'm like, well, they're the boss, so. My thing is like, what you gonna call the union and say? He didn't say you couldn't go on vacation at all. He just said that they're changing the way they do vacation. You're not the only one here from a foreign country. They know that some countries it take days to get there. Yours only takes 3 hours to get to Jamaica. It's not that far. So I start to realize why he possibly could be upset, and it's obviously over buying the tickets, because the closer you get to the vacation, obviously, it's the more expensive this flight is going to be. So then I start to reassure him and tell him that if he tells the supervisor that you are going out, that him and the other people that are traveling abroad to go home would have some type of leniency. Mind you, I know this to be fact that you really could tell them that you have a flight to catch and you're going home, because he's not the only person that goes through this like every year, and they always make sure that they are approved for their vacation. So naturally, now I'm irritated. Now I don't want to hear it no more, because you do not want a solution. You just want to complain, and I'm not your therapist. You're it's after work. Shut the fuck. I'm like, Lord God. So I end up asking him, like, what do you want me to say? I'm giving you solutions, so you're shutting them all down, making another problem. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. I cannot help you. So then I put my headphones in and proceed to keep reading my book. So I start coming, we both get off the bus and we go outside the ways. Next day I'm leaving work. I'm at the clock out machine, about to clock out. I say what up to him. I ain't hear nothing back, but I wasn't really pressed because I be walking really fast because I be trying to catch my bus. The following day I do the same thing. I ain't hear shit, but I feel like he saw me coming, but I ain't pressed. I believe your coworkers is not your friend, so it's never that serious to me. He's not somebody that I speak to out of work, so it is what it is. I be good off people, especially when I know I didn't do anything to you, especially when you're a man trying to be chased. Like, no. Me and him never had no problem, so I wanted this to be crystal clear before I activated it. So he comes on the bus and I'm already on the bus. So in the back of the bus, there's 2 seats that leads up the stairs. So it's one on the left side and one on the right side next to the back door. Now the bus is basically empty. So him coming on the bus makes the 4th person that's on the bus, including me. I'm the only one sitting in the back of the bus. He comes to the back of the bus to sit in the seat that he sits in every day right next to me. I said hello to him. This man sucked his teeth and walked back down the stairs. Okay. Thank you for confirming that. The weekend goes past. I come into work. I hear somebody say, yo, Britt, what up? I know that's not the same me for 2 days straight. Ignoring people is my superpower, so I ignored him. I get on the elevator. I get off on the wrong floor, so when I get off the elevator, guess who's standing right there? So he decides to say what's up, and I never do a better thing than to decide to shake things up. I decide to shake up his day first thing in the morning at 7 o'clock. No, don't talk to me. Keep ignoring me like you was ignoring me for the last couple of days. Like, you don't have to talk to me like I'm good. Trust me. He's like, oh, no, I'm never ignore. Yes, you looked me dead in my face twice. Then when you came on the bus, you literally sucked your teeth and walked out. People have this sick obsession with trying to humble me. People have this sick obsession with thinking that they are my match, and they always feel horribly. You cannot out-villain a villain. You are trying to be a villain. I am a villain at my core. Like, I don't give a Come to find is that people will watch interactions that I have with other people and be set for that. What I've come to find is that people will try to premeditate my attitude and go full throttle with it in hopes and trying to beat me at a game that I didn't even know I was playing. But the problem with that is that I'm not even on that type of time, that I don't even know what I'm going to do next. I'm not that I was 5 minutes ago. I'm like a box of chocolate. You'll never know what you'll get out of me. I'm just being me. I'm just breathing. Moral of the story is you can decide not to talk to me. That's fine. I'm not going to chase you, especially when you're not adult enough to tell me what I've done to you that was wrong, so we can have a conversation and hash it out. But don't you ever in your rabbit one brain cell lead poisoned as mine think that you can walk past me, ignore me, look me dead in my face, and our eyes make four, and think that I'm going to talk to you again.
All I can say is when you work in a work setting, your coworkers are not necessarily your best friends. I've met a lot of my best friends through work, but that's who I am. But a lot of people don't like making best friends with people they work with. It seems like the person's lazy. And yeah, it's going to create tensions. I would ignore you too. I've had a lot of coworkers where you had to forcefully work with them knowing that they're not good workers, knowing that they lie about where they need time off, and that's just life. If someone doesn't like you at work, it's okay to them not to like you. But yeah, she definitely, yeah, I'm on your side. I'm on your side. If you're if you're disrespecting me, then we don't have anything to talk about. What do you guys think about this story? Put it in the comment section below.